Just give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Second down, Howell back to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Second down, Howell now. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. Howell from the gun. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ready up.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46. Gibson here running out of the gun. He's got it to the 43 here.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Powell out of the shotgun. Over the middle, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 22, Powell. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll run with Gibson, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The fullback dive held up short. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Chase Young, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Shot 50! Shot 50!
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. And they're going to say inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And he stopped immediately there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. On the move to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Come on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger. Tracking 60. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Warriors 70. 70.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
Cowboy 80.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a give up the middle to Gibson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once more, Gibson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now try to pick it up on 3rd. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Powell throwing on 1st down here. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to it. And he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, just like last play. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Slide for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Commanders 41, Eagles 7. Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
Complete. Smith has it. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Back to throw again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Powell's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 10 yards. It's 2nd and inches.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll go again with Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 20. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
On 2nd and goal, Howell. He's got it. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 28, Eagles 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On target to his man, Likely. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2nd down throw for Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. First down, Howell to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up second down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. Howell, third and goal. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Faking the handoff, Howell. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So a victory here for the Commanders. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that, the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see. see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still